Good morning, English 111. I'm preparing this week 2 wrap up, week 3 look ahead, unit 1 wrap up video as you guys are completing your assignment. So I want to kind of review what you should have in your blog. I've been giving feedback on blogs. I'll finish that today. So check on that. I'm leaving comments. Some people haven't gotten to the thesis statement yet. So it's been hard for me to help you with your essay because you're a little bit behind. But like I said, I'm going to get on today. Otherwise, if you have questions, you can get on tonight during my video chat office hours from 8 to 9. Or we can have an exchange via email. So just to kind of review what you should have done in week 2, you had 2 lessons. It talks about the writing process in MLA format as a review. You also had a writing skills pre-test, should have taken you maybe 25-30 minutes. And then you had a document with some thesis samples on it. So for the writing process, you had to write 5 versions of your thesis using, my patterns. And then for the MLA review number 2, you had another blog entry where you had to find a quote about human rights that you could use in your introduction. And then I gave you some pages in your Norton Field Guide to help organize your essay. And then I reviewed paraphrasing in the MLA format. And then there's an essay resource which walks you through pieces of an essay. And then there's a sample called Defying the Odds, Victor Cruz. It's in your book. And I just gave you, some things to reflect on. And then you should have written your introduction in your blog. And then for MLA format, you had a review question. So that's kind of the recap of week 2. Notice on the pacing guide, you had thesis, you needed a quote to introduce your essay, and you need to write your introduction to your essay. And don't forget that your essay is about, imagine that you are moving to a new city or town, any city or town you want. Discuss by using their local newspapers or news outlets 3 major human rights that the city or town needs to address. So what are the human rights violations going on in that city? Notice this is a 2-page essay. You'll have somewhere around 2 sources, okay, 1 to 2 sources. Since you have 3 major human rights, you might need 3 sources, but regardless, those are available. So your only sources should be newspapers, television stations, things like that. You don't need blogs. You shouldn't be looking at, Wikipedia. You need news sources, so CNN, News and Observer, Washington Post, those sorts of things. So looking forward to week 3, you should be writing your essay. And so in this, you look at Ling. Ling is a student who's writing her essay, and she starts with an outline, and it goes through the process of how she builds her essay. And then you guys have a blog entry where you are going to add a paragraph to her essay. Figure out where you think it should go and why. So this is, your practice with revision and understanding essays. And then you have one called editing your own writing. So once you're done with your blog, you will edit your own writing using these directions in Editing for Mechanics. And there's a Writing Reviser video that talks to you about how to use Writing Reviser, which is a free service if you have a Gmail. And it edits, helps you edit, guides you through the editing process. Okay, and then our next blog entry is reading another sample, which is Finding My Cancer Style. And you're just going to look at how the 5 senses help enhance an essay. And so you're going to identify sensory images in Finding My Cancer Style, which is in your Norton Field Guide. So, and then you'll be ready to draft your essay. So you have a thesis, you have an introduction, your essay is 2 pages. So you'll be working on your essay this week. Okay, and your essay will be due on Monday the 3rd at 5 p.m. Now, a lot of people say, why 5 p.m.? So that if something happens, I have time to fix it before the end of the day. So if you, email me at 4:55 and, I don't know, you got in a car accident and you need me to reopen it because you just got home, I have time to do that before the end of the day, because reopening the time is a lot easier than changing the day. So anyway, that is why, so that I'm available to help you, because after 5 p.m. you can get a hold of me, but it'll be lengthier because I won't be at work. So that's week 2 wrap up and week 3 preview. I'm gonna also share with you guys as we wrap up week 3, and if you notice on the left here, okay, there's an English 111 resources page. There's one about citations, and then there's one about NC Live Research Database. Those will be, especially NC Live, will be really useful during Unit 2. So keep those in mind. Also keep in mind my virtual office hours, Tuesday 8 to 9. I will not have hours on Friday. I will be out of town for Labor Day. So if you just understand and know that you're more than welcome to send me an email, but because I'll be out of town, it just might take me longer to answer. So just go ahead and look at your assignments, get as far ahead as you can. That way you can anticipate some questions since I won't be available. In terms of our course, I'm going to share another video with you, and it is called How to Write an Essay or How to Write a Draft in 30 Minutes. So I'll be sharing that with you, and I'll be putting that under here and sharing it in your email as well, just to kind of make sure you understand how to sort of stay focused as you're building your draft. And as you build your draft, make sure you build your draft between week 2 and week 3 assignments, because week 3 assignments are based on having the draft done. So just a few reminders. Just remember that this is a course that's organized by units. So everything's due at the end of the unit, and I just check on you as you go. So if you want to make sure you get feedback on your Blogger, make sure you are putting it where it says your Blogger link using Blogger, because that's where I've been going in, getting your Blogger, commenting, leaving you feedback. So if it's not up there, I would say by the end of day Wednesday, then I might not get time to give you some good feedback. Okay. Now, when you turn in your essay, we do have a plagiarism detection system. So that's what that is for your process essay. So if you want to know how to turn your essay in, how to view instructor feedback, and if you want to double check your MLA format, then these are 3 documents that I would look at before you turn in your essay, because that'll walk you through that. Here is Unit 1 blog grade. So your blog is due when your essay is due, because your blog is just you basically building your essay. Those are things that you are doing to build your essay. So, but your blog will go there as well. So I think that's it for week 2 wrap up, Unit 1 wrap up. So far, I've been very excited at what you guys have found. I urge you, some of you guys in your blogs, it seems like you're not going through the lessons. So make sure you're going through the lessons, that maybe you're just looking at the pacing guide, and the pacing guide is just going to make you confused, because it is what it is. It's a pacing guide. It just gives you a snapshot of where you should be when. It's not going to have any detail from your lessons. So please make sure you're going through the lessons, because that's probably why you're confused. Also, make sure you're watching the videos. All the videos are up here. I've got week 1 wrap up. I've got the introductory video. Okay, I've got the blog video if anybody's still confused about the blog, but it seems like everybody's pretty good. And so all of that will be available and up to you. So if you have any questions, get on tonight between 8 and 9 using the link on Moodle, and you can ask any questions you still have. So please let me know as you have questions, and I'll be in touch.